10 most expensive construction mistakes in the world. Although you might think that major building megaprojects are really keenly planned out, this is not always the case. Human errors are practically unavoidable and do occur occasionally. In this video, we'll look at the 10 most expensive construction mistakes in the world. Number 10. The wobbly bridge. Imagine a bridge that is shaking as you pass it. That actually happened back in June 2000. Bridges are already terrifying enough. The worst thing an architect can hear is that the building they spent so much time creating is being referred to as the wobbly bridge. The architect of the London Millennium Bridge had to deal with that because when it first opened, everyone was very excited and there were too many people using it. Instead of supporting the weight, the bridge began to tremble and shake. In accordance with expectations, the bridge was shut down after 2 days. A bridge that was built for more than $25 million had to be taken down and rebuilt for an extra $7 million. Number 9. Citigroup Centre. The 280-meter-high Citigroup Centre is an office building in Midtown Manhattan. It was built in 1978. Up until that point, the stability of the building was calculated by the engineers using calculations of the winds that were perpendicular to the building. Although it was claimed that the building was unstable and might collapse at any time during a strong wind, they failed to account for the quarter winds that hit the corners. This led to the multi-million-dollar repair of the Citigroup Centre, which took the engineers 3 months of nighttime labor to accomplish and increased the integrity of the structure by welding 2-inch steel plates over the building's bolted seams. Number 8. The 20 Fenchurch Street or the walkie-talkie. Imagine a building that has the power to literally burn cars down. That scenario actually occurred at 20 Fenchurch Street in London, which earned the nickname walkie-talkie due to its peculiar design. But the building's appearance as a walkie-talkie wasn't its only intriguing feature. It also had a massive glass exterior that spilled sunlight onto the street for 2 hours each day. In fact, the structure really caused someone's Jaguar to melt on the highway. As a result, the term walkie-talkie was quickly replaced with walkie-scorkie. A method to correct the error was to add sun protection, and that work cost about $14 million. Number 7. Train Station, Stuttgart 21. A complete train station that needs to be rotated by 90 degrees as part of the massive railway megaproject is known as Stuttgart 21 in Germany. This makes the project one of the most fascinating construction sites. The government decided to convert the train station into a transit station so that it could be a part of a continuous 1,500-kilometer high-speed rail line that connects Paris, Stuttgart, Munich, Vienna, and Bratislava. Previously, the station was a terminus, which meant that trains had to leave the station in reverse, costing valuable time. The Stuttgart 21 was supposed to cost no more than $5.4 billion and be finished in 2019, but it utterly failed to meet either of those two objectives when construction got underway in 2010. Due to several delays, it is currently anticipated that the train station will open at the end of 2025, which is more than 6 years later than originally expected. Number 6. French train trouble. If the railroads built are too narrow, a train cannot fit in the same manner as a round rod cannot fit into a triangle. However, the French state-controlled train discovered the hard way that their built-in line was too narrow for the trains after purchasing 2,000 of them. The amusing aspect is that the trains they purchased cost $20 billion. Thus, it seems unlikely that they could produce new trains. To fit the trains, they had to widen and renovate the railway platforms, which ended up costing them an additional $68 million. Number 5. The Jeddah Tower. Everyone was impressed when the blueprints for the Kingdom Tower in Jeddah were released. After all, it was essentially 2.5 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of one another, and had the potential to become the world's first 1-kilometer skyscraper. The construction started in 2015, with a target completion date of 2018. There was continuous progress, but in January 2018, building owner JEC paused structural concrete work, with the tower at around one-third done due to labor concerns with the contractor following the Saudi Arabian purge. The Saudi government imprisoned many of the building's significant investors as part of this purge. This delay cost millions of dollars to the Saudi government. Number 4. The 13-story apartment complex in Shanghai. This incident not only cost a lot of money, but also one individual's life. You may be asking what exactly went wrong because the warning indicators were all present. It all happened because the real estate firm continued disregarding all the signs. Well, a car park was being built underneath the other side, causing almost 10 meters of soil to be piled up against one of the building sides. If they had simply moved the soil, all of this would have been avoided, but they didn't, and that led to a massive collapse that cost the company $800,000 and claimed the life of a man. Number 3. The Hotel Harmon. At the center of the Las Vegas Strip is the urban complex known as City Center. This self-contained city included the Harmon Hotel, a 137-meter tall hybrid hotel, and a residence with a roof pool overlooking the Strip. With these ideas, work on Harmon's construction started in 2007. It was expected to cost roughly $275 million, but when work was permanently halted, it had only reached the halfway point. In 2008, inspectors found major structural issues with the building. Due to improperly constructed steel reinforcements that were supposed to stabilize the 49 floors, construction was stopped after the 28th story. Construction eventually stopped as a result of the design revision that was made. MGM, the building's owners, covered the building with reflecting glass and offered it for sale as advertising space. According to reports from 2011, the Harmon could not withstand an earthquake, and in the event that one occurred, it would collapse because of structural problems. In response, MGM declared the structure would be demolished. Number 2. Liyang Star City. In 2011, work started on the second phase of Liyang Star City in China. They built 19 high-rise structures on 4 enormous sites to house residential and commercial spaces. Due to financial issues, the building's development was put on hold in 2013. The 15 construction projects were not finished, but they were mostly done. Over time, the basement started to leak with rain, causing irreparable foundation damage, so they decided to remove them. After years of preparation and construction, they were destroyed in 4 to 5 seconds, making it China's largest simultaneous destruction. Number 1. The Millennium Tower. This residential tower, which was finished in 2009 and is close to 200 meters tall, is the 6th tallest building in San Francisco. The skyscraper's construction cost $350 million and was completed without a hitch. The Millennium Tower's residents, who spent up to $13 million for an apartment, learned that the structure was tilting and sinking into the earth in 2016. The foundation of the tower was discovered to have been placed into deep sand as opposed to bedrock, which could not hold the weight of the construction. Engineers devised a $100 million plan to drill into the bedrock on the tower's north and west sides as a solution. Well, that's it. Share your views in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications of our new videos. You can also watch our other videos suggested just for you. See you in the next video.